Hello. Let's continue our discussion about the class and its related concepts in C++. So in this video, let's focus on something called as a destructor. So now we have already learned that whenever we create an instance of a class, there is something called as a constructor that gets called. Um, Along with that, there is actually something called as a destructor that gets called when that particular object is destroyed. Now, who destroys that object or how to destroy that object? There are different ways to do that. It depends on the scope of that object till the point it remains alive and all those things. For example, in this particular use case, as soon as this main function's execution completes, this object is going to get destroyed. So even though we do not have anything specified over here, constructor, destructors, even if we do not specify, like for example, if we don't do this also, the constructor and destructor are created by default and they will be invoked as well. Constructor is always invoked when an object of a class is getting created, and a destructor is invoked when the object of that particular class is getting destroyed. So this is what we are going to understand in this particular video. So let me clean things up a bit. We don't need all this confusions for this video. So I'm going to keep things very simple at the moment. So I'm just going to create the student class over here, and that's all. Nothing else in this particular main function. So what we're going to do here is that we I will specify the student constructor, which will take the ID value. Okay, and along with that, we are also going to have a destructor. Okay, we will and what I'm going to do is in here. Okay, so I have a constructor, and let me put a print statement which tells the constructor is invoked. Okay, that's all. And in a very similar lines, we can also have the destructor. So I'm going to copy this and put it here. The only difference is that there will be this additional symbol in front of a destructor. Okay, and obviously it doesn't take any of the arguments here. So I'm going to get rid of that as well, and all good. So we have the destructor, and what I'm going to tell is that the destructor is invoked inside this. That's all. So let's get back here, and as per our expectations, the destructor should get invoked. So I have compile and now I execute. So there you are. It says that when we created this object, the constructor is invoked, and the moment the scope of this object reduces or it's done, the function execution is done, the object goes out of scope and it gets destroyed automatically, and that is when the destructor is invoked. Now, the way we create objects, the way we allocate memory to these objects, there are different ways to get that done, which we will be learning in the future videos. So sometimes um, the ownership or the responsibility will be on us to explicitly ensure that the object is destroyed, and sometimes it will be automatically destroyed. So we will learn about that more in the future. But for this video, the understanding should be that there is something called as a constructor, there is something called as a destructor, and when they are invoked. So that's all in this video. Let's meet in the next video.